What's the final game? Darkest Dungeon. Ooh, what a mood setter I've chosen to end us on. This is not a new game, but it is newly on Game Pass, so I'm checking it out. A challenging gothic roguelike turn-based RPG about the psychological stresses of adventuring. How long to beat? Main story, 55 hours. We're not going to get there today. We are simply not going to get there today. But we'll take a peek and see how it feels. Spooky
Ruin
noises.
has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor. Fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets.
Shouldn't have done
exhausting what remained of our family fortune on
Should not have
swarthy
done that.
workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil.
Antediluvian, before the flood.
Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the
Well-
end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity. Until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house. Opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon is about making the most of a bad situation. Quests will fail, or must be abandoned. Heroes will die, and when they die, they stay dead. Progress autosaves constantly, so actions are permanent. The game expects a lot out of you. How far will you push your adventurers? How much are you willing to risk in your quest to restore the hamlet? What will you sacrifice to save the life of your favorite hero? Done reading. Not allowed to read anymore. Suggested for your first Darkest Dungeon experience. Change later.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors.
A ghost.
So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, But in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
I'll have to make the journey to the hamlet on foot. Do not close game. Currently in a room. To move forward, click on another room on the map display. This will take you to the connecting hallway. Map display. Map display.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
To 8 damage, 2 to 4 damage. Yeah.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Gold. Gold. I'll put some gold in the tent.
A fortune, waiting to be spent. Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Oh, you're tall.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
No, I need to do them in order. Okay. Yeah, if I could start you bleeding, that would probably be for the best. On the other hand, if I can take you down, that would also be helpful. Let's do that. Let's try it. Good. Good dodges. Oh. Don't like that. How much can you do? 6 to 12. No, you're resistant to stun. Yeah, you're sort of tanky. Let's lean into that.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Let's try and stun. Resisted. Ow. up to dodge. Please?
Precision and power.
Yes. There we go.
Their
Yeah.
cursed champion falls.
Skeleton key, portrait, medicinal herbs, torch. I think return to Hamlet? Fragile, less max HP. Unerring, more damage for ranged skills. That's not great for you. That's not great for you. I have to admit, that's not great for you.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you
Good.
are bound to them.
So many things. That's so many things. God-fearing kleptomaniac. You got some points in something, and I'm wondering if that's long-term a thing. I don't think so. Yeah, let's stick with that.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth.
I could be getting
awaiting
Chivos,
merciful
and they're not
oblivion.
showing up for me. Stress. Yeah, some
Trinkets and charms, gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
It's a lot of things.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses.
Well, apparently I
All
need
will
four,
find their
so
way to us now that the road is clear.
that for now. The changed later estate. Excellent. Excellent. I'm so pleased with my choices.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Hates beast. Has the yips. Explore 90% of the rooms.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold,
8 food, 4 torches.
Later. in blood.
I'm gonna bring one more of each to be a little bit more cautious. Let's get a shovel. And let's get a bandage. Do I need more? Let's get a skeleton key. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, y'all. I don't know what will await us here in this ruin. I got a torch. Bone rabble. I do a little swapsies. To 6.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I wasn't planning on giving them a quarter. That's my money, and I want it now.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Good.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Good. Skeletons and acolytes. Well, I can deal with 1 damage.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh, good. Tracking shot. Didn't track that well.
The blood quickens.
2 busts. So get a curio either way. all just taking the stuff for himself. Some debuffs, I like that. Please, please. Might drop, yeah. Nope. But the bleed will.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Her death by inches.
That's so much stress.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Uh-oh.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay. I'm gonna avoid that trap by going back here. I don't like it, but I don't like spending that much time going around, is what I'm trying to say. It just feels like the trap is gonna be more hazardous.
A fortune waiting to be
That,
spent.
Okay. Now you're probably very resistant. Yeah, you're extremely resistant to bleeding. You do have blight. I can get you with the blight. Damn. It was a graveyard slash. Okay, get some healing. Please don't get got. Please don't. Oh.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
That helps.
Another life wasted in the pursuit of glory and gold. In Radiance, may we find victory.
Beans.
A momentary abatement. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay. Still want to dodge that trap. despite it all. Yeah, second pass through. Getting a bit more stressed than I would like, but of course you did.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Eat food. Eat food. That's why we brought it, is for the eating of it. This may be a mistake.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Surprised him. Good start. Good start with the debuff also. Got a goblet here and I'm gonna splash you with it. Good.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Okay. Two crits?
Teetering on the brink,
Two
facing
crits?
the abyss.
Truly?
This is no place for the weak or foolhardy.
I don't know what I could have done about that. Oh. Oh.
Inspiration and improvement.
Yeah, I'm feeling that might be a common thing in this here Vidimo game.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Ooh, that is not a fun mechanic.
This expedition at least promises success.
Great. Got a blight. Wonderful. got a bunch of heirlooms. 2 people died. Stress faster. Oh, stress faster. One who fasts during times of stress.
I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern. Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
I only want to pray.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
No, I want you to come join an adventure with me. Yeah. I think that the Change Later estate is going to come to a close there. It is a sort of game that I can see spending a lot of time in. I can see why the How Long to Beat is that long. It's a bit too grim for my tastes, personally. Not something that I want to spend a lot of time with. But if that is your thing, and with Raven's mention of the final dungeon being a little bit annoying, might be worth checking that one out. Yeah, I wouldn't say I loved any of these, but I didn't think any of them were bad. We didn't have a Stranded Deep situation where that game just needs some work before it's something I would recommend. I would say if you like a strategy game that's a little bit silly, Inkulinati is a good pick. If you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and you want to explore that in a fighting game, check out JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. For sure. If you're like me and have no affiliation with the show, you're going to be very confused about what's going on. Just that warning up front. And then Darkest Dungeon, if you want a spooky Lovecraftian without the terribleness of Lovecraft sort of deal, that seems like a pretty good one to check out. None meet what I would call the high watermark of the year so far for Game Pass games, which is Hi-Fi Rush. A delightful game. Highly recommend that one. These, if they're grabbing your interest and you want to check them out, I would say follow that instinct. If you're not feeling it, then I would be okay with letting them pass on by. The Game Pass algorithm, because I play all these games, just doesn't quite know what to do with me. Though I will say, I have played Paradise Killer. It's very good. It's very strange, but it's very good. I still need to play the non-airy games. Stellaris, you're fine. You're a 4X space game, you're fine. I do want to try Frostpunk. Like, it's not wrong with these. Usually they're a little bit worse than this. Yeah, they're not far off. I don't know. I am not familiar with these. Yeah. The Persona games are fun. Each of them has at least one thing where I'm like, why is this? Why is this here? I mean, knowing what I know of the director, I kind of know why it's there. And Atlas does that a lot, unfortunately. But they're very good games with exceptional design and, generally speaking, good and interesting stories. It's just that in each of them, there's something that's, Persona. Persona, why? Why did you put this in your video game? That said, very fun games. I enjoy them very much. I just wish I could scoop out a few things and the games would be fine without them. From a coherent storytelling perspective, for the most part. Well, in 5 at least. I haven't finished 4, but yeah. There's just always something in a Persona that makes me uncomfortable streaming them. Even more so with a Danganronpa. Oh, Danganronpa. A game series that I deeply admire and also have deep problems with some aspects of. Yeah, it's a great series. It's just that with each one, there's something that I wish was not in the game. With V3, from what I understand, some of it is the localization is bad, and some of it is also just they should not have had a lot of those elements in there. But we're not here to talk Danganronpa. We're here to talk these 3 games, and we did that. We played the 3 of them. Next week, Hot Wheels Unleashed is technically coming out today, but it didn't release in time, so that's why we're not playing the Hot Wheels yet, but that'll be next week. Apparently it's a $90 game to play with Hot Wheels. So it looks fun. Looks like you're playing with toy cars, which seems pretty fun. But it's not here yet. Next week we'll do that. There's usually 1 or 2 others. Half of the character interaction comes from one of them having a Romeo and Juliet law laminated and in his wallet. I am not familiar, but that seems correct and accurate. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. If I were to pick one of these to keep playing, it's probably Inkulinati, just as Darkest Dungeon feels like it's going to get even heavier as I go through it. I'm not familiar with JoJo's, so this game is doing pretty much nothing for me. Inkulinati is interesting. I just think that it's definitely still in early access / game preview mode. So it's got some rough edges to polish off, and I would rather play the polished off version than what is presented before us right now. That's how I'm feeling. I'm going to wrap up the stream. Is anyone I know... Let's go visit Xander. Xander's playing The Witcher again. Let me go pull that up. Make sure I'm not about to wrap up. I need to watch an ad. I only started 50 minutes ago. Yeah, that'll be okay. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll be back tomorrow with some Sims 4. Hopefully. Ideally. In an ideal world. Yeah. See y'all in the future. Bye.